Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Haul o'clock! With a nice big box from bricklink.com and some very important other stuff. Well, shall we start with the very important other stuff and put this box to one side? Well, it's very important because it's the familiar bridge pieces, not one, not two, but the three that I require to do my great big red girder bridge out of these fantastic Duplo pieces that only came in a couple of sets quite a long time ago now, so they're quite hard to get hold of. 3774 bridge from 2005 and the 9212 push train set from 2006. And well, yeah, to get these for a good price, I had to go to Europe basically. So that's why I haven't unwrapped this box. So I want to give them a good check first. But yeah, three of those to add to the three that I've already got. So it literally will be that long and just double-sided, of course, with the track running on the middle. And I think that'll be really, really good looking at the opening of Brick Bay. Wow, can't wait to do that. So yeah, you've probably already seen the great big cylinder legs that I've got in red to go underneath this thing. So yeah, it's just a matter of kind of dovetailing it with all of those rail pieces, because it's a bit of an odd shape, it being a Duplo piece. We've got these sort of rounded bits here, which I hope won't get in the way. You see there on the profile. And they haven't got any connection points on here, and we've got these studs to worry about on the top, and a little bit of damage on that one, but we should be able to cover that no problem. And then obviously the bigger connection at the bottom. So this is, I think, 2 by what, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, 2 by 12 in Duplo, so it's 4 by 24 on the bottom there, which is absolutely huge. So this will be 24 48 72 long. Wow, very cool indeed. So that is awesome if you ask me. And the vendor that had this, these three pieces, had loads of Duplo stuff, unsurprisingly. So they didn't have much else I wanted. So there's very, very slim pickings there. But I did manage to get one more of these lovely tiles from the Aqua Raiders. A head from an Alien Conquest Trooper, vital for my collection. A nice builder minifigure piece that I needed. I just put on my wanted list ages ago because it's for the Wacky Witch that came out a few years back. And it's just the only piece that I didn't have. Just that familiar witch's hat and hairpiece, but in a different colour of this, medium nougat and dark orange, I think it is. Anyway, that, and one more of these lovely green sort of flame pieces for Under the Sea. So yeah, very slim pickings on the regular stuff, but these three, wow, absolutely amazing. So that could be a haul all on its own, but it's not very good in quantity, is it? So yeah, that's why we've got this box as well. So let's tuck into here. And this package, I called blue and grey on my list, and that's because it's actually got quite a lot of sort of regular standard pieces, largely for my marina area, which will be on that first side of the leg room that we started off in more detail. Oh golly, we've got lots of scrap paper as cushioning, which is probably a good idea. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to be extending the marina quite a bit compared with the old city, not only to fit in more boats, but also blend into, well, all sorts of different things, basically. And I'm going to do it in a lot more detail as well by having the whole sort of tile level, coloured plates level before the base plate. So, yeah, lots to do. Oh, and the kind of a cross-section bit and all sorts. So there's going to be absolutely loads to go at. So with that in mind, I've bought an absolute load of blue plates because I figure I can't have too many blue plates if I'm going to have the entire front fascia of my Lego room done in a similar way. And they're very cheap here. So basically, I've bought an absolute load of them. So these are all 4x6s, which are about, I don't know, a few pennies each. So I bought all they had. Then we got another similar bag here. Now these are 6x6s largely, but also these pieces here. The wedge plates, and these are really hard to get in any quantity. I've basically bought the biggest supply available in the UK, which was about 12 or 10 or something like that, and I want them So effectively I can blend colours together, because obviously when you're blending, say this was green and that was blue, you can obviously have a straight line of two different colours, and then when the tiles are on top it's sort of changing from one, say, depth to another. But yeah, straight lines and jagged lines done in normal Lego way is a bit boring. We want some angles, don't we? So I figure if you want to have this and this same piece in a different colour, maybe a different blue or a different sort of murky colour, then having that gives you a nice diagonal angle, of course, and will really mix things up. So in order to do that, I need lots of these to basically turn the corner of the different depths. So here we go. I've got, lots. All they had here as well, but yeah, that's the most that anyone in the UK had. So that's how I picked this seller. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I might have missed one. Anyway, oh, there's one, 11. That sounds about right. So lots and lots of blue there. Then for the cross section, just to give it a bit more depth as well, I'm going to have some rows of bricks as well. So they had, gladly, blue is a really sort of unpopular colour, it seems, in that it's relatively cheap to get loads of pieces. So these are 1x8 bricks in blue, as you can see, and so many that they couldn't fit in one bag. So we'll continue that pour over here to make a lovely blue black backdrop. Yeah, so this is roughly how my bridge scene's going to look. Loads of blue with loads of red, big girdery bits on the top. Cool, and then, so that was the blue part of my blue and grey order. And here, it seems, is the grey part. I'll put those red ones to one side. And that is loads of 1x2x2 bricks, because that seems to be the cheapest way of building a wall when you need quantity, because grey bricks are not like blue bricks in that they are not cheap. It seems everyone wants them probably to do Star Wars builds or, I don't know, concrete or whatever like that. So I bought all they had of the 1x2x2s, and I bought a load of these Palisade bricks in grey, just give a different contrast. And I kind of used it as a stripe last time around the top of my marina area, and it's just good to have a contrast in texture. So yeah, I figure I can't have enough of those either. Cool, so that is the blue and the grey. The rest I bought as much interesting stuff as I could. So yeah, we opened one, and that was these smaller red girders, much smaller than those. And they could be legs, I suppose, for that bridge, but they're not. I got these to extend the 3368 Space Center set from 2011, where they kind of represent the structure holding the rocket up for launch. I want to make that a little bit taller. I'm not doing a big SpaceX build, though I am tempted. So that is just to make that bigger. And I'll probably use that set now, because I never had room for it before, but I think I will now. And I'll probably have it next to that space tower and so on in the corner as kind of a facade. So I want to have that nice and tall so it's visible, because the fact of it being a facade behind loads of buildings that are already sort of modular height, it needs to be quite tall, otherwise you won't really see it at all. So that's good. Let's get into this bag of good stuff. So we've got a few more smaller plates, and you see what I mean now about these different angles. Let's get two that are going to fit together. Here we go. So here's blue and medium blue. You see, just got a nice diagonal angle there. So when we've got that covered with tiles, it should look a lot better than just having, you know, a straight edge connection, which you could also do, of course. But yes, that's my thinking there. I think I'm going to use the medium blue on the beach side. There's very few and far between different wedge plates in medium blue, which is the colour I kind of use. I find the azure colours are a bit bright. They're a little bit too garish, if you ask me. I mean, it looks beautiful, but it kind of looks very tropical. And we've got to remember that we're in Nottingham here. So it's not very tropical, essentially, in a nutshell. So yeah, we're going to go from medium blue to blue, and then all the sort of sand colours and all the rest of it. Cool, right, there is another all-in-all oil sign. A bit grubby, this one, but I think that should clean up. Yeah, it's very grubby, actually, but we'll give that a wash. That came from 8423, the World Grand Prix Racing Rivalry from 2011. I said it right again. Cars 2 set. And I'm going to use that as racing advertising for my little racetrack that's going to be around, again, this side of the city, just above the marina. So, yeah, this is all going into that first side. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I've also got this white wheel, or tyre, rather, which I didn't know existed. But, yeah, that's because it was only in one set. Yeah, it was unique to 3830, the Bikini Bottom Express from 2008, which is kind of a bus for SpongeBob, effectively. And I love that angry fish bus driver. He's very cool. That's going on the wanted list. He kind of looks like a bit like a Sesame Street character or something. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I just love grumpy expressions. I find them quite amusing. Anyway, back to the tyre. I wanted this for part of an advert for racing, essentially. And if you use a black tyre against pretty much any backdrop, you can't really see it. It sort of blends into the background. But a nice bright white one, I say bright, it needs cleaning up, will be a nice part of a 3D sign, I think, be very visible. So I need a second one, and no one, it seems, has two, or at least the people who do have two don't have much else I need. So yeah, that is the first of two of those. Some of these triple roof pieces in dark red are for that battering ram that I've started collecting to use those massive scorpion sort of side plates. These four horrible sort of spider legs in dark brown will become clear in a minute, hopefully, when we open the next bag. Got some official black rubber bands. Yeah, because I can't use normal black rubber bands that aren't official Lego, can I, in a future build that I need bands for? So there's four of those. And if they're a bit brittle and snap, then I guess I will just go to regular ones. But I saw them and thought, oh, go on, I'll try and be official Lego. So there we go, 4 rubber bands. What else is interesting in here? We've got some medium lavender parts. I'm not going to tell you what they're for, but you'll behold it soon, if that's a clue. Yeah, you'll be able to behold that build when I've made it. Yes, I need more parts from Lego Bricks and Pieces to finish that off, but I thought I'd get some of the other ones more cheaply from the Bricklink market. We've got another TV6 Plus tile. So I've got loads of room for more facades now. So essentially, they're going to all be sort of skyscrapers using different interesting window pieces or something. And I kind of want the TV one to have some visible inside scenes so we can have, you know, a newsroom and stuff like that. But yeah, the outside I think will be caked in these tiles. That's why I sort of want them sort of dotted all over the thing, or at least maybe a massive backdrop of a repeating logo behind the newscaster. I don't know. So yeah, part of me kind of wants that to be an open facade, but well, we'll see how it looks against the walls of the Lego room, I suppose. I haven't started designing that, but this came in the fire utility truck 60111, where it's on that sort of satellite dish setup. But that looks really nice. More blue, more parts for the lavender one for the hatchet mouth. Yeah, you've probably guessed it. This is a vital part for my obsession with arcade machines. This one came as part of the Ghostbusters themed arcade machine in the Ghostbusters Firehouse HQ 75827 from 2016, which seems a bit of an odd theme for a arcade machine to be about you when you weren't yet famous. But anyway, there you go. It's in there. I will collect all the rare parts for that machine eventually. Oh yes, it will be mine. So there is the joystick for that one. And buttons with a joystick on the right, which seems odd. It is correctly placed, but that does seem odd. It's always to the left usually on a machine. Anyway, here's a part I haven't seen before. So in order to do an idea to do with a portal, you know, those sort of round portals I was having, kind of like the Marvel ones, but I was going to use them for time portals because of some sort of problem with the space-time continuum. Somebody came up with an idea for what could be coming through one of those portals, and I thought it was quite a good one, so I'm going to build that. But just to make it even better, I got some glow-in-the-dark pieces for its claws. And these are really hard to get. They weren't on many sets. It's just a normal cheese wedge piece, but in glow-in-the-dark, kind of opaque, I think they call it. But yeah, that is very nice indeed. But they only came on 5 Tiny Turbo sets, including 8152, the Speed Chasing set from 2008, which doesn't seem to make much grammatical sense. But anyway, on the front of the race car there. The police car also has glow-in-the-dark pieces on its front, on the bonnet there, with a sticker across 2 1x2 tiles, which is just a travesty. I hate sticker across assembly unless it's a really old one, because it's just, well, no good. They end up getting dirt underneath them or goodness knows what else and just don't end up working. But anyway, so those glow-in-the-dark pieces are nice to have. And a nice head here, which I've got a couple of times now, but I buy whenever I see it just because it's so cool. Both sides are cool. We've got sort of kissy-kissy on this side, which I like, for some lovers somewhere. And then this side has got the awesomely shaped heart sunglasses. So that is fantastic. It was only available on another build of minifigure character, the Love Elephant from 2020. Sounds a bit rude, but yeah, that is a very nice head. So yeah, I've probably got enough of those now. But then again, yeah, I am an addict, so I'll keep collecting them, I think. Yeah, I got a couple of old grey triples as well for my castle walls. Actually, that looks like light bluish grey to me. If it is, it's hard to tell. Then I'll just use it under the sea. That's fine. Yeah, so those are the parts that I got earlier. Let's adorn this heap with them. Lovely. For the final shot. And then one more bag full of awesomeness. So we should have a couple of minifigures in here. Yes, we do. One is a Chima character who's kind of a spider creature. And I thought, oh, he looks really cool. I'm not usually in the market for Chima, but this guy's very, very cool looking, if you ask me. He's sort of covered in web, and he's got a sort of nasty, bitey, sort of spidery face with great big yellow eyes, but also the 3D hat, as they all have, making his head even more interesting with those great big fangs on the front. Wow, look at that. And he's kind of in a grass skirt with skull knee pads and big claws on his feet. So, I mean, he could be an alien quite easily in my alien canteen, if you ask me. So, yeah, he is called Sparatus. I am Sparatus. No, I am Sparatus. I'm Sparatus. No, he's called Sparatus. He came in 4 Chima sets, including 70138, the Web Dash from 2014, which seems to have a sort of pull back and go spider as part of it, which is pretty cool. Except it has 6 legs, so it's clearly not a spider, unless it lost 2 in a battle. But that would be scary, doing that across the room to somebody who wasn't expecting it, wouldn't it? But anyway, the reason why I got these legs that I had in the previous bag is to sort of give him the other 4 limbs that he needs to be a spider creature. 1, 2, 3, 4 on him, and 4 legs coming out at diagonal angles, much like a lot of the sort of baddies in every line. There's always one that's got these additional arms coming out the back. But in this case, it will make him a bit more like his colleague, if you can call it that, Sparacon. Oh, I don't know. There's another one. Sparatus can become Sparacon with the addition of these legs and look more like that character in the Rogan's Rock Flinger 70131 from 2014. Yeah, so he should look a bit more creepy with those legs on. Hey, and those rhino dudes are rather cool, aren't they? You know, it's tempting on one level to start collecting all of these Chima characters because they're very collectible, aren't they? They look very cool indeed. However, there's a lot of them, and I have enough collections. So, yeah, we're not going to do that, Robin. We're not going to do that. We're going to try and be strong and resist that beautiful, beautiful temptation. Oh, I'll lean him up there. Right, there's another minifigure who I hadn't seen before as well. Who's this one? Now, he's the Vitruvius character from the Lego movie. But when I saw this one, I thought, is that how he is normally? Because I don't recognise that. And it's because he's slightly different. This one only came with a DVD. And I just prefer the get-up, basically. I mean, he's got a lovely glittery cloak I'm not too bothered about. He's got this sort of long hair piece with the hairband, which, yeah, I kind of like, and the beard with the knot in, so that's pretty cool. But if we rip all that off, he's got this very long sort of kind of robes with this really long medallion with the sort of 8-pointed star on and tassels at the bottom, only printed on the front. But I thought, wow, that looks really good. Swap the hands out for yellow, and you've got a sort of high priest or something like that. I thought that was really cool. So you could either be a sort of spooky high priest for some oddball religion in the city maybe, or maybe it's the castle scene just for sort of a spiritual advisor for the king or something like that. I just thought it was a really good torso and kind of dress piece combination. Now, whether he's got this hair and the beard, probably not the beard, because the beard blocks half of the pattern, doesn't it? So anyway, that is roughly what I was thinking about using him for, and I think that would be really good. So we've got that, and anyone can have the glittery cloak as well. Maybe he'll have that back if he's in the castle scene, I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty cool. So I'm very, very happy with that. Much better than the sort of normal Vitruvius character that's got the sort of tie-dye. Yeah, very cool indeed. I think that might be my favourite part of this haul, at least so far. Oh, good, it's a good quality one. I need more of these maps. that came from the 7743 police truck from 2008 to do my "You Are Here" sign, or it's "You Are Here", isn't it? That I combined with that "You Are Here" 1x4 tile from the Milky Way set that I showed you the other haul. So I still need this piece mainly. Yeah, a bit grubby again. Oh, that's a bit of a scratch, but not too bad. I can put a sticker over that for a notice board. On the other side, it will need straightening, of course, using my patented hot tea technique. Yes. So I can get there. Oh, got two of them. Brilliant. That one, very much less good quality. I might stick back down with a bit of Pritt stick or something, but I bet that disintegrates if I try and move it. Though, having said that, it is practically straight and centre. So that could be salvageable. Good. So we've got two of those. Then, and this, oh golly, no, we've got three of them. Now that one is absolutely destroyed already and isn't central and isn't straight and won't be movable, I'm certain. So anyway, yeah. Sometimes with these white pieces with white bits on that are very old, you kind of take pot luck a little bit. I think they went through a period of not doing very good quality stickers. But anyway, 2 out of 3 is not too bad. And this one is something I have to generally buy an absolute load of to get good ones. And this one looks all right. I mean, it does need moving, but I'll be transferring it onto a grey piece anyway, so that's fine. This is one of the flaps for my drop pods, drop pod number 3, because I was encouraged to get even more of them to sort of dot around that space corner and have all of the aliens, these aliens, pouring out of them, armed to the teeth, of course, and zapping people. Don't run, we're your friends. So this came in the 7256 Jedi Starfighter from 2005. I think it might be the last one of this with the white boundary. I think I need some of the other ones still, but that is that. Yay! Pieces for the Super Secret Police. So there is one that says Super Secret Police, and another one that says Super Secret Police, and then just, two with the logos. So they must have come from 2 copies of the Super Cycle Chase, a set that I've probably bought from about 1,000 times, 70808 from 2014. So yeah, that's great to have all of those. For the next time I need to cake something in stickers, I might even use these nice big ones to augment my double rotor helicopter that I just made into an SSP one, because, well, they're just fabulous. And then I'll buy even more. A few more old grey pieces for Project Old Grey, not Earl Grey, Old Grey, which will be coming up relatively soon, he says, preferably pre-Christmas anyway. A nice crow's nest piece for a pirate build. Could be a basket, but no, it's for pirates. We've got an arch, I think that's for the same build in brown, and then some nice brown plates, some wedge plates for doing the marina. I'm going to try and do it a bit more complicated now, with maybe little sort of cracks and gaps in between these and stuff like that, just to make it look a lot more interesting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, and that is everything. Wow, what an awesome haul. The bridge is now possible. We've got more of the signs. We've got some cool people. We've got loads of racing bits to augment our racing scene, but a ton of, I promised you, blue and grey to do our marina, which is going to be, Marina 2.0, much bigger, much better than the original one. It's going to be about 1.5 base plates wider, but with much more space around the outside as well. Awesome haul. Well, I'm very happy with that. Any time that I get loads of sort of channel favourite pieces and some really interesting new sort of pieces and finish off all of the big purchases for a wonderful project, I'm super happy. And I definitely adore this Vitruvius character. He looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to get these cleaned up, the stickers moved and into project bags, and then we'll have many, many more options to do in our build videos. So as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome brick hauls. Do also subscribe to the main Robin Hood Bricks channel to see all of these pieces go into all of those projects. And if you value these 2 channels, there are many ways in which you can support them. Do check out the links in the description below. And next week, there won't be a brick haul. I'm having a family week, so we will not be doing a haul next week, but we will be coming back the week after that. And on Friday, we'll be doing another build. Maybe we'll get onto the Red Bridge. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll have to check if we've got everything else I need. But again, then there will be a Friday off before we return again in, well, late November, I suppose it'll be. So yeah, until all of that, see you! Yeah, ideas for what sort of cult this guy is the leader of. Yeah, I think it might be quite sinister if it's in the city.